technical officials for the first match.
Mike, check.
Please welcome French Baguettes. And their opponents are Azerbaijan Eagles.
Test, 1, 2, test. Voice check. Bonjour, mon ami. Test. 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
This one?
One love. Service over. 1 all. Okay. 1, 2.
Hey, it's okay.
1, 2, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1.
That's right, right?
Well, a very warm welcome to Azerbaijan this morning. We're in the capital city of Baku. It's the finals day of the BWF Air Badminton Continental Championships in Europe. An early morning session which shows a continuation of the men's and the women's triples event. The final matches in the group stages, following yesterday's round 1. On court right now, we've got the French Baguettes, the group leaders currently, having beaten the Turkish Grey Wolves yesterday. That was a straight games win for the French. However, Turkey went on to beat the Azerbaijan Eagles in an epic decider. 3-2 the score. And it's a must-win for Azerbaijan in this match to keep their hopes alive in the group. A must-win to take us to a games and points won situation where all three teams will have one match each. French Baguettes, one of the highest seeded teams in the event, second only to the Netherlands in the men's triples team rankings. Those team rankings were put together 2 years ago when European nations played a qualification for the World Beach Games. Got himself out of trouble. Terrific punch clear from the back line. On court for France, Louis Ducrot, Gregor Dunikowski and Nicolas Horo. And for Azerbaijan, these three part of the silver medalists in the team relay, the men's and women's combined event. Terrific final, losing out to Germany last night, where these three played a big part. And on court, Jahid Al-Hassanov, Adi Reski Duikayo and Agil Gabilov right now. Both teams have one man on the substitutes bench, which they can use. And in fact, just to confuse matters for the Azerbaijan team, the Eagles, I think their teammates have shared shirts with them, because I'm pretty sure Al Hassanov was on the bench for the opening part of that game as the French coach gives his men a few tactics. Thomas Valle for France, also part of this team. And can be used as a substitute. Substitutes up to 3 times in a match. Each of the players wearing a different coloured wristband, so the umpire knows which substitutes have been used and when. That opening game, 11-7 to the French Baguettes. Best of 5 games. In fact, I think the score was actually 9-7. Best of 5 games to 9 points. Extra points only required from 8 all. You'll notice the big difference in serve, where the server is well back in court, standing behind the imaginary line placed between the 2 red cones outside the court, with a maximum service height of 1.45 m, which is the same height as the top of the net, allowing for a much more aggressive flat service action. Take a look at this serve here from Al Hassanov. The key thing with the triples is rotation. And that's because you cannot play a consecutive shot, any player. Well, the wind swirling around, that shuttle moving in the air, left and right. Yeah, consecutive shot there from the Frenchman. It's a difficult job to change your instincts when it comes back to you. Some of the better teams have really begun to master that art of playing a shot and moving out of the way, and your teammates filling the space. And also trying to target the man who's just hit the shuttle is a really good strategy if you get the opportunity. Well, it was coming back in, but not enough. 5-all in the second. Well left. You'll also notice the front of the court isn't being used. That's the dead zone. Shots into the dead zone are out. And if you play a shot from inside the dead zone, it's a fault. You can play a shot in the playing area if you have to lunge or dive as a natural movement and put a foot or part of your body into the dead zone. That's allowed. And recover quickly. And again, not quick enough to react. His teammate had played the previous shots and cannot play the next one. Well, some of the fundamentals of badminton remain. The big smash and the follow-up kill. So extra points required in this one at 8-all in the second. 2 points clear to win the second game. At 12-all, it becomes sudden death. A 13th point would win it. Good rotation from the French. What a rally this is. Giving the lift away, but not high enough. Pangestu, I think it was, with the smash winner. Yeah, well played to avoid playing that consecutive shot. Good save. I like that from the French, ducking to get out of the way, but it's gone wide. And the second game to Azerbaijan. 1 game all. Conditions quite a lot different here in Baku this morning, as the sun hasn't really come out yet. It's really overcast, a little bit of breeze, quite damp in the air. If this was a cricket match, the swing bowlers would be having a field day. So the third game about to begin. Change of ends at the end of every game, unless we're in a fifth game decider, where they will change ends once a team has made 6 points. The French having high sights on a medal here in the men's triples. A strong team, but they've come up against a surprisingly strong team from Azerbaijan in the group stages. The home nation, the hosts, doing brilliantly in that team event. The team event all important in air badminton, as that is the event that qualifies nations for the majors. There's a World Cup coming up in December. Good recovery. That's going wide. Well watched. Terrific shot, cross court, powerful, accurate, and right back at the player who'd hit the previous shot. Al Hassanov desperately diving to try and recover. The Azerbaijan Eagles with a 4-point lead in the third game here. That's a great smash. Had a good look then at the arena. 2 courts, but the second court not yet in action this morning. This is actually the Baku Olympic Beach Soccer Stadium. That's landed on the line. (5-3) the score. The Eagles this week for Azerbaijan putting up a tremendous fight on home soil. There was a good bit of support in last night for that team relay final. The German team, and in particular the women's team, really formidable, led by Linda Effler, a now retired but former World Tour badminton player. Reached 12 in the world with Marvin Seidel at one point, and so making for a really difficult task for any nation coming up against former top players. And the Asian Championships a couple of weeks ago in Malaysia in Port Dickson saw the same thing as players like Wing Ki Wong, Vincent Wong, making an appearance again this year for Hong Kong, as Hong Kong reached a couple of finals in Malaysia a fortnight ago. Thomas Fuchs also part of that German team this week, another World Tour player, and I think he must have suffered some kind of injury as he didn't feature yesterday in the team relay finals. (6-5) currently the Azerbaijan Eagles lead. That's a terrific rally. On court 2 a little later, the French Air Force versus the Bulgarian Wind Fighters. That's the women's triples event. That World Cup I mentioned in December, 1 week before the World Tour finals, will be held in Sharjah in the UAE. Plenty of beach out there for this sport. French Baguettes with a game point at 8-6. Always came off the wire in the middle of the court, but I don't think anybody noticed. There's an overhanging, very small wire, which has been called a let this week. But with that shuttle moving around so much in the wind, it was very difficult to notice. There's part of the German team. Schofsky on the left, I think, and it was Linda Effler on the right. They'll be one of the favourites for the women's triples event. So a 2-1 lead for the French Baguettes. First to 3 games wins the match.
Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court 2. And now welcome the French Air Force.
Substitution for the French team. That's a great rally.
Are the Bulgarian wind fighters.
Terrific opening rally. Just at the right-hand side of your screen there, you'll see the players walking on, readying for their match on court 2. The French Air Force taking on the Bulgarian wind fighters. Good shot, well played. Late reaction from Al Hassanov. Azerbaijan Eagles off the mark in game 3. Look at the French loading that left side as the server was deep in the left corner. It's gone long, well watched. A 5-1 lead. 2 games up. That's well judged as well. Great shout. 3 points away from confirming themselves as group leaders. Substitution. Adi Reski Tuikayo coming on court. Gabilov and Pangestu still in play. Clever shot. What a rally. That's strategy at air badminton triples at its best for the French. Great dive, round the head. Had to fall to make the shot. Well, I thought that might have clipped the black line, that blue line. But the line judge in the far corner says that went long. The French Baguettes 2 points away. That shuttle swirling from right to left. Clever shot. Straight through the Azerbaijan defense. It's a match point. Well left. The clouds thinning overhead, the sun beginning to break through. Into the net it goes. The French Baguettes have found a way through. 9-3 in the fourth game, a 3-1 win. And with the Azerbaijan Eagles' defeat to the Turkish Grey Wolves, that sees the Baguettes as group leaders and the Wolves through with them in Group B. Solid performance from the French, well organised, good strategy. It's not easy, this game, compared to the indoor sport. And they've worked very hard at getting that rotation and shot choice selections right. Got to react well under pressure. Quick thinking. In a couple of minutes' time, we'll have our next match here on Court 1. It's a men's triples again from Group C. The German Brat Bros taking on the Greek Lovers. Stay with us for that in a couple of moments.
Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court 1. And now, please welcome the German brass bows. And their opponents are the Greek lovers.
Great to have you with us here in Baku, Azerbaijan this morning for the BWF Air Badminton European Continental Championships. Second match in our live coverage this morning, session 1 on court 1. It's a Group C matchup. Current group leaders, the German Bratbros in the white shirts, on serve to start this match. And they're up against the Greek lovers. No Thomas Fuchs down there this morning for Germany. Didn't feature in the team relay last night either, so perhaps he's injured, but he's part of the team here this week. So for Germany, it's Triple H, it's Felix Hamers, Fabian Hippold and Brian Holtsch. And the 4-strong team with one on the substitutes bench at the moment. Sisis Pegios on court. Axilius Sarsidis. And his brother part of the team as well, Christos Sarsidis. He's the one on the bench with Stamitas, Sigirdakis starting the match for the Greek lovers. German team pretty strong. Solid performance, and part of that gold medal winning team relay. The final took place last night, where they overcame the home nation, Azerbaijan, in the final. James clipping that down, but perhaps didn't get out of the way for his partner quick enough. He and Holch were brilliant in the men's doubles last night. The Greek team were really terrific in the team relay as well. Narrowly losing out to the silver medalist, eventual silver medalists, Azerbaijan, in the quarterfinals, but with a tie score of 60-59. That's how close they were. And that's clever. That's part of the reason why that quick thinking, playing the shuttle back to James, who had played the previous shot. No consecutive shots allowed in triples. Good backhand from James. Misjudgment, that's well in. Terrific start to this match for the Greek lovers. 7-2 they lead, proving a real threat to the group leaders here, Germany. Pressure on serve. Good serve. Baguettes, the left-hander, misfires. In Group A this morning, the Dutch Lions automatically go through with a walkover over the Bulgarian airbenders. A team of three, one of their players is injured, and so hampering their progress in the triples. Great shot, good power from James. Oh, he's mistimed it. That overhead. Closing that gap. 8-all, extra points required now. It's a tight opening game. He's lost it in the sun. That sun burning off the clouds and becoming really bright now. Opening game to the German Brat Bros. 10-8. So the change of ends at every game. That shuttle swirling right to left with the wind. Have to take into account that very obvious drift with the wind, with every shot. Off the net cord, and it was going to land on the line. Good save from the Germans. Terrific start to this second game for the German Brat Bros. Well, it just seemed to hang up in the air. The Greek lovers struggling more with the windy conditions. Great save. Dives all round. Germany just picking apart the Greek lovers' defense. Frustrations showing. Hippold laughing to James with that serve. Great serve from Holsch. Well, it's game points already for the Germans. A brilliant second game. Confusion between Holsch and Hippold. So game 2 to the Germans. Dominating that second game in the early stages. And a lot for the Greek lovers to get their heads around at the moment. Best of 5. German Bratbro is off to a great start in this match. Can Germany complete the task in straight games? Oh, the shuttle moving so much. Satsidis it was. Having to react very quickly at the last second. Well judged. That's just gone long. Bit too much power on the serve. That's a great serve, isn't it? Straight up the line from Holsch. Absolutely brilliant. Saw the space and also the player who'd hit the previous shot. Targeting that man. Much better in this third game from the Greeks. Serve again, swirling. When it's a little bit windier, knocking the shuttle as high as you can into the air, into the rear court, isn't a bad strategy. It's a hard technical thing to adjust to, moving a lot later to the shuttle than you would normally indoors. Service judge just repositioning that red cone. Great smash. Straight at the body of Hippold. Well, that's two pretty straight, comfortable errors from Hippold, and it's a game point to the Greek lovers now. That's a great drop shot. Sarsidis finds the winner, 9-5 in the third. Fighting back. German women's team down there to support their men. It's good to see the Greeks fighting back. After the way they've played this week, it would have been a shame to not be more competitive in this men's triples event. Last second decision. Yes, landed well in court. Another bad decision, this time Hulch of Germany. The serve was too short into the dead zone. Oh, what a save. Hammers with the reaction. It came off the frame. Oh, bad decision again. These shuttles landing well in court. Competitive fourth game. Good serve. On the back line. Game points here, 8-4 for the Greek lovers. A terrific match on court 2 as well. 12-10 in that fourth game. The Bulgarian wind fighters fighting back against the French Air Force. Greek lovers still 1 point away from forcing a deciding game here. There it is, the smash winner. Sarsidis hits the sand, 9-6. And it's 2 games all. Great serve from Sarsidis, I think it was. Sigirdakis back on court, the substitution made earlier. Good save from Holch. Rotation being the key in the rally. Oh dear, can't afford those simple mistakes. The Georgian Air Raiders, the third team in the group, losing out to both of these teams. So this to decide the group winners. Both of them will go through. Three groups of three. The two group winners with the highest ranking position, the highest seeding spot, will take an automatic semi-final berth. In the men's triples team rankings, Netherlands are 1, France 2, Germany 3, Azerbaijan 4. And I can tell you the Croatian Air Ratko's Eagles have won Group A, with the Netherlands going through in second. The French Baguettes, who we saw earlier, have won their group, so they'll take a spot in the semi-finals. If Germany win this match and win the group, which they've just done, they're straight into the semi-finals as well, with the Greeks playing a quarter-final match to see if they can progress as well. From a 2-love lead, a terrific fight back from the Greek lovers, but it wasn't enough in the end. German quality coming through. Well, in this morning's session, we've got one more match live on court 1 in about 5 minutes' time. It's a women's triples in Group B, the Holland Hurricanes against the Greek Amazons. That's in a few moments.
on court 1. And now welcome the Holland Hurricanes. And their opponents are the Greek Amazons. Please welcome the technical officials for the match on court 2. And now welcome the German smashed potatoes. And the opponents are the Azerbaijan Gazelles.
Live action at the BWF Air Badminton Continental Championships in Europe. The final day of play here in Baku, Azerbaijan. And the final match in Group B between the Holland Hurricanes and the Greek Amazons. It's the women's triples, only 3 on court at a time, and 1 substitute. For Greece down there, Anna Damakoudi, Theodora Liakou, Christina Mavromatidou, and Alkisti Vaskilika Patsarasali. Well, that is a mouthful. On the far side for the Netherlands, Corinne Broekers and Sasha van der Weerhof. And their teammates on the near side right now, Amber Dirksen and Bente Paul. The Dutch team second in the women's triples team rankings following that ANOC World Beach Games qualification process from 2023, where the Netherlands lost out to France in the final. That was in the European qualifiers. So if they top the group here, the Dutch team, they'll take an automatic semi-final spot in the knockouts. The Greek Amazons, win or lose, will follow them through the group. as both of these teams have beaten the Ratko's Croatian Cougars. Well, I'm not sure if a let was called or... Yes, I think so. Score still at 1-1. Well, now 1-1. The Greek Amazons are currently leading this group after winning 3-0 over the Croatian Cougars, and the Hurricanes beating the Cougars also, but 3-1 in games. So it's a narrow winning margin in the group at the moment. But unquestionably, whoever wins this match takes top spot. Great shots from Brookers. She's found some terrific winners this week. Oh, that's 2 in a row. Patsarasli into the net. And the score might not suggest the closeness of some of these rallies, but it's game point to the Holland Hurricanes. Well, they're looking really up for this. Terrific opening game. And I think we might already have a substitution for the Greek team. Perhaps the coach was just picking up the substitution cards to change ends. We'll see in a few moments. There's something of a fierce intensity about this Dutch attitude this morning. They've got a bit of a point to prove, I think, with what they would feel is slightly underperforming in the team relay. Oh, what a save. The Amazons thought they'd had that rally won, but it's almost off the floor. That cross block from Van der Weerhof, I think. Bentapol with a diving save. No consecutive shots allowed, which actually does give the player the chance to recover. These three Dutch players part of that Netherlands team relay team that lost closely in the team relay bronze medal match last night. Bulgaria taking the bronze. Germany beating Azerbaijan in the final for gold. Oh, just long. It looked like a brilliant shot from Pol. Playing back to the same player. The wind taking hold of that shuttle. Bit of an arm round the shoulder moment for Bentapol there from both Broekers and Van der Veerhof. Bentapol looking a little bit nervous out there. That serve, once it changes ends, has to rotate between the players. Well, gave it everything. Flat out on the floor, sunglasses are off. Cannot fault the commitment. Six all in the second. A better start to this second game for the Greek Amazons. Pulls out of the shot at the last moment. Again, full commitment from the Dutch. Every point matters. Mavromatidou, I think it is, at the back for Greece, with the unforced error. Another great leave. Broekers this time. And that going long is enough to see Holland Hurricanes take the second game, a 2-love lead. Change of ends between games and a chance for the Greeks to try and change this outcome. It's a good shot from Brookers. Oh, bad luck for Bentapol. She really does look frustrated this morning. Teammates trying to rally. Good shot, good length. Effortless power from Van der Veerhof. Let's see how aggressive she is with this serve. Oh, bad luck. I think Brookers is well within her rights to go for those types of shots. She's the one for the Dutch team that's been the playmaker this week. And again, taking the pace off. Good shot. Quite often in a badminton pair, or in this case, a triple, the players have got different roles. Brookers, for sure, is the aggressor, trying to attack and find space at every moment. Sasha van der Veerhof, doubles or triples, has been a very solid, consistent part of the squad. Pat Sarasli's serve, not effective enough. That's a great serve from Brookers, and it's on the line. Three points away from closing out this match and confirming Holland Hurricanes as top spot in the group. Fighting back strong. This third game closer than the previous two. Good shot from Van der Veerhof, forcing her opponent to lunge outstretched and make the mistake. It's match point. Bentapol taking no chances. Brookers with a chance. It's gone long, and all of that frustration and nervousness from Bentapol erupts in the excitement, the relief of getting through, and not just getting through. They were fairly dominant for the most part of this match. Holland Hurricanes with a 3-0 win over the Greek Amazons, securing their place as group leaders. And by my reckoning, as the second highest team in the rankings, That puts them straight into the semi-finals. Greek Amazons go through as well after beating the Croatian Cougars, and will have to play off in the quarters later on today. Well, for the morning session, that's just about it here on court 1. Play will resume at 4 p.m. local time, taking the midday heat out of the equation for these teams. And play will resume with men's triples at 4 o'clock. The knockout stages, where the first match is between the Turkish Grey Wolves versus the Dutch Lions, and the Greek Lovers versus Croatian Air Ratko's Eagles will be in action. One of those matches will be live here for you on court 1. And we'll follow this men's and women's triples event all the way through to its conclusion tonight with those quarterfinals, semi-finals, and both the bronze medal match and the gold medal match into this evening. For now, from me, Bobby Griffin, and from all of us here at the BWF, thank you for watching, and join us again later on today.